Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today I have a getting ready with me on my everyday look when I decide to wear eyeshadow and all that. So let's get started. I'm going to be starting off by priming my face with the baby skin and then spraying the NYX Dewy Finish spray all over my face. Then I'm going to also prime my eyelids for the eyeshadow later. Then I'm going to start on my brows. I do have a more detailed tutorial on my eyebrow routine, so I will leave that below since I don't really get into any detail with this video. And then once I am done with my brows, I go ahead and start on my eyeshadow. And I'm only using two shadows. I'm using Dreamer right here on my crease, all over using a blending brush. Then I'm using Wanderer on my brow bone, and then I'm also going to pack that onto my lid. I really pack it on to really show that color, so I just keep going into the palette and getting that all over my lid. Then once I've gotten where I want it to pretty much stop, I use that brush to kind of blend it out and whatnot. Then I go in with a kohl liner just on the outside of my lid, and then I use it on my waterline. I don't wing it out or anything like that. Then I go with my mascara. This mascara is from Maybelline. I mean, not Maybelline, Mary Kay. I will leave the actual name for it below because I forgot. But I do that. I go behind my lashes as well as in front. Then I start on my face. This clip got cut out, but I used the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso, and I put that all over my dark areas, which is around my mouth and then underneath my eyes. And I just wet my Real Technique sponge and blend that all the way out so it basically gets all over my face, and just make sure that that's well blended. And then once everything is blended, I am just going to go in with the shade Toffee, or I'll use Fawn. But for this video, I use Toffee from the LA Girl Concealer, and I put that underneath my eyes. I didn't use like too much. Like I said, this is kind of more subtle, more everyday, so I just did a little bit. And then I went in with that same sponge, dampened, and just blended that all the way out. Once I had that all the way blended, I used I forgot the name of it, but it's like a pressed powder, and I just found it on iKate House. I'll leave the name for it below because I forgot. And I just pressed that onto those same areas with the sponge. And this really helps with the creasing, and also just because I have oily skin, and it just really goes well with that toffee color that I use for my under eye. And after that, I go in and contour. I do a really soft contour, so I use like a fluffy brush and just kind of squeeze the brush a certain way and put that in the hollows of my cheek and my temples. And then I use my e.l.f. flat brush to kind of fade any defined lines. And then I'm just going in with my MSF and a fluffy powder brush to pull everything together. And that's all I really do. I don't really do any other highlighting or contour. Then I go in with my blush, the same blush I always use, which is similar to Raisin by MAC. And then I go in with my illuminator. This is by NYX in the shade Magnetic. And I put that on my cheeks, my nose, my brow bone, and also the inner corners of my eyes. Sometimes on my cupid bow, but I didn't do it for this video. Then I finish up with my mascara again. And then I move on to the lips. I've been using Dark Brown by NYX to line my lips. And then I use the color Stone by MAC. I'm absolutely in love with Stone. It's amazing. I got it for Christmas and I've been wearing it like every day. It's so amazing, and it complements my skin tone very well. Complements really anybody's skin tone. It's amazing. And then once my lips are done, I'm done with my face, and I just spray it again so that I'm done. And then I was taking my hair down. I just curled it. I do have a tutorial on how I get these curls, so I will leave that in the cards. But I was just taking my hair down, but usually I just leave my hair in flexi rods overnight, and that's how I get these curls as well. So I'm just taking down that, and I like to pin the top of my hair so that it stays really big and voluptuous all day. So I'm just doing that, and don't mind my closure throughout this video. I didn't fix my closure or do anything to it till I'm done with my makeup, so I'm going to fix that, don't worry. And once I'm done with that, I had to change my earrings because I love my hoops. Studs just aren't for me with big hair. So I had to put in my hoops because that's just Courtney's trademark. And then I was done and I had to jam to my Bryson Tiller because who isn't obsessed? But that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. Bye, guys.
Is it bar? Is it bar?
That's disgusting.